No. Comments like this are ridiculous and lies. I didn't discredit May. I didn't believe her at the time because I believed his lies because I was being manipulated by him. I didn't create an alibi for him. I told the 100% truth about where I was and what happened as far as I remembered. I said I was with him part of that day and the timeline with that day, and the messages on Messenger didn't make sense to me at that time. To me, it was unfathomable. We were not so far into our relationship at the time that he would do what he was accused of. His to someone very hateful towards me at the time, and I thought she was just another person going real life and trying to ruin my happiness like a lot of people have tried to do. I didn't know what to believe, but as time went on, after rereading their DM together and finally properly understanding the timeline, I changed my mind on the whole matter. As for defending him, again, I believed him and his story, and women in abusive relationships will take the blame and defend their abusers. This is common knowledge. The person making this comment is dangerous because they speak without knowing what it is like to be in an abusive, narcissistic relationship. I've never been to Vancouver. Stop making up lies, you psycho. And I held charges over his head. You are really going to believe a known liar and abuser? This must be from Dude or Angel Horns. No one else is that stupid. Anyway, I had him charged because he beat me and hid my keys, preventing me from leaving. I requested the charges be dropped because, again, he lied and manipulated me into doing it. And I kept seeing me even though we were not legally allowed to be around one another. Something else that is quite common. Cut off your internet and go learn something. This is what I hate. People still ruminating over this abuse trauma. Book all the way off. I never ever edited those screenshots. Those were taken directly from his messenger. Chantal used her platform of thousands of people called May who had the same accusations against the same man. She created an alibi for him. She lied for him. She made multiple community posts defending him. She edited screenshots of text exchanges between him and the victim and posted those screenshots online to discredit the victim. She then proceeded to go away with him for a week to Vancouver. Further, she used her own accusations to try and manipulate him back into a relationship. She held charges over his head. Before I with the Twitter screenshots referring to the replies, I would be attaching a clip of a deleted video of Just Saying. It was an interview of her, of Mae Anderson, the person who accused Nader El Shami of sexual assault.
This is a very difficult story to tell, but I believe it needs to be told. And I need this to make other women aware of the potential that can happen to you if you make the wrong decision after you hear my story. Um, I'm not going to give you my real name, obviously, but you can call me Fern if you want to. Um, I had seen some of Nader El Shami, I believe is his name, cooking videos, and he would talk a little bit about Egypt in his background. And I thought, you know, those videos were very interesting. um, all of it, his personal stuff and the cooking. I'm not very much into watching. I befriended him a video chat from this guy. And at first, it was all fun and games in the sense of how are you? Where do you live? What is it like? How do you like doing your videos? A bunch of simple chit chat. As the videos went on, he said, "When are you coming to Canada?" When I got to Canada, um, he he FaceTimed me again, and I told him that I was there, and he said, "I'll call you back, and I'll come and get you," which he did not do. He let me sleep in the airport all night, and I couldn't find a hotel room because it was too late. Long story short, I rented a car, got a hotel room, got myself set up, and I let him know, I'm here now. We can do whatever and hang out. He said, "You're in Gatineau?" And I said, "Yes." Well, I told him where I was at, and he got a taxi, and he came to where I was at, rapped on the door of my room, and the minute he came into the room, he grabbed me, uh, told and started taking my clothes off, and long story short, assaulted me. Uh, Afterwards, uh, he got up, changed it, put his clothes back on, took a shot of alcohol, and left. During this whole interlude, he was completely dead, if you will. He was hedonistic. He was just, it was all about what he wanted. He had shark looking in his eyes. He showed no emotion whatsoever. I believe he enjoyed what he was doing, and he had no care for me at all. He just wanted to do what he wanted to do to me, and he left. After that, I sent him a message asking him why the hell did the things that happened happen. And in typical later fashion, he was trying to say, "What are you talking about? Nothing happened. It's all in your head, blah, 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 blah." And I told him, "That's not my head. What you did was wrong." And that I was going to go get checked out for any kind of STDs, and that I was going to file charges against him. And the next thing I know, my phone is blowing up with video chat after video chat after video chat after video chat. And I never answered the phone once. And then he asked me, "Why are you playing games? Why are you this? Why are you that?" Calling me an old lady who just wants a piece of young, uh, young person's, and a whole bunch of degrading things. And up until Friday, today is Sunday, he kept video chatting or trying to get me to answer video chat or video or phone. And I would not do it. And he kept saying horrible things to me. And then he told me never to speak to him again on Messenger. And I said, "Don't worry about it. The next time you hear anything, it'll be from my attorney." All I wanted to do was get the hell out of Canada. And my flight was like the next day. And that's what I did. I just got the hell out of there. I didn't know if he was going to come back or what he was going to do. So once I got back to the States is when I got tested, and I haven't got a phone call yet about any of the results. And I've talked to more than one agency down here, police and different other agencies, and contacted an attorney and seeing if I can make anything out of this. Anyways, the main reason I want to tell this story is this man is absolutely hedonistic. He is. He's a narcissistic sociopath. He has no feeling, love, or anything for anybody, and he will do anything he wants to do to anybody because that's the way his sick mind works. So I'm going to do what I need to do on my end, and I'm making this video or this chat video, whatever, out there because I can't take it anymore. I've gone through horrible depression, rage, anger, every emotion you can imagine. And I just don't want anybody else who's impressionable to answer his calls, meet up with him, any of those kind of things, because I don't want anybody to get hurt like I did. And that's my main message. Whatever happens to me, happens to me, but I don't want it to happen to anybody else. And I honestly, God, don't know what else to say other than I can't wait till this is somewhat over. But I will always carry the scar of what happened. And please take care of yourselves and do the right thing. Thank you.
It's not like she was streaming 24/7 back then and had the record of timestamps to prove exactly where she was and when. She talks about being manipulated, the master manipulator herself. This is the definition of gaslighting. Number one rule, she's a lying liar that lies. Seriously, I made a whole last documentary of their relationship and she's still out here trying to pull this crap. She can hook all the way off. For someone private who put a video out saying that going forward, certainly sharing lot of stuff lately. Where is her husband to defend his ladies on supporting husband? He's out partying on supermarkets. Correction, in supermarkets. Why would she share that? Lol, don't worry about spelling mistakes. I'm on my laptop. I don't have an E button. And with spilled fizzy drink making sticky keys. I openly discredited May. I never believed the story that a woman that lived in her car decided to spend hundreds on a ticket to Canada to simply try his food. Also, the whole stuff that came to light with her daughter showed who May was. In my honest opinion, this is what Foodie Beauty is panicking about most about the whole Mr. Snowflake documentary. She really thought people had forgotten about the whole May situation. She's afraid that all of her new followers are going to see who she really is. Yet we're supposed to believe that this woman is getting laid. Right. It's so old. Remember when she asked if she could just drop the no contact order but keep the charges so she could see him again? I do. And yes, this is the clip.
I'd say, like, I wanted to get the restraining order dropped, but not the charges, so I could sleep with him, but still charge him. Fuck, I'm such an idiot. Oh my god. Did you hear?
I wasn't around during this time. Anyone have any videos to point me in the right direction? It doesn't matter if he kills me. Would you listen to yourself for a minute, Chantal? What the actual fuck?
It doesn't matter if he kills me.
I'm sorry, what?
It doesn't matter if he kills me. It doesn't matter if he kills me.
Oh, Chantal, don't leave out how you went over there with gifts begging to be let in and booking hotel rooms hoping for him to come stay with you. How does she have time in between meals to write novels? She's a victim of neither too, but gosh, she's rotten to the core. Word of the week, ruminating. Another thing her and Aaron have in common. The only thing she didn't lie about is Vancouver. I would know if she was in my city. But she doesn't pay attention to reaction videos and doesn't read anything on Twitter. Facepalm, she is such a piece of... As far as I remember, if confronted with something as severe, wouldn't a normal person make sure they got the timeline right? The only thing 100% coming out of her mouth is lies.